Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. WWE SummerSlam Saturday took over New Jersey as part of the first ever two-night event, which shockingly kicked off with Roman Reigns, who opted to open the show over at his regular main event spot. The following list looks at just 5 of the biggest botches that happened on SummerSlam Saturday. Jade Cargill could have won the WWE Women's Championship at SummerSlam if she had been able to pin Tiffany Stratton following her jaded, but the roll-through into the pin meant that Stratton got her leg on the rope. The spot was clearly supposed to see Stratton land with her leg on the rope, but she wasn't able to get it there, so Cargill was forced to lift it onto the rope herself, which made the whole spot confusing to fans. She went on to lose the match following a prettiest moonsault ever. Jelly Roll made his in-ring debut for WWE at SummerSlam when he teamed with Randy Orton, and it seemed as though he was struggling for much of the match. Logan Paul got the upper hand after a knockout punch to Jelly Roll, which actually hit him in the ribs, but Jelly sold it like he had been hit in the face. This then led to him being put through the announce table by Logan Paul, and it seemed as though this had taken him out of the match, but he was able to return to tag in, only to get hit with a Claymore and Frog Splash. Karrion Kross took on Sami Zayn and once again was pushing for Zayn to embrace his dark side, but instead he was able to overcome the pressure and pick up the win. Many fans have pointed out that the ending of the match was a little off, and after the Helluva Kick, Kross looked as though he wanted to kick out, but instead he was grabbing at Sami, and the two men exchanged words following the pin. It was a night of ups and downs for WWE's production team, and it seems that there were a number of moments that fans spotted the lows. Roman Reigns' pyro as he headed out to the ring went off too early, and for a moment before the Women's Tag Team Championship match, the camera went back to the ring instead of to the graphics. This happened several times on WWE's biggest shows, but it seems that tonight was particularly rough for the crew. Roman Reigns and Jey Uso kicked off the night, and it seems that the two men were able to set the tone with a number of awkward moments throughout the match. Roman Reigns dived out of the ring to take out Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker on the outside, but the two men didn't catch him properly, and the Tribal Chief landed on his head. Roman Reigns was able to shake it off, but it seems that he overshot the leap and landed on the back of his head. WWE SummerSlam 2025 delivered one of the most eventful nights in recent memory, but behind all the glamour, the surprises, and the chaos were several glaring botches and near disasters that flew under the radar for most fans watching live. While the premium live event lived up to its blockbuster hype with stunning performances, shocking betrayals, and title changes, some in-ring slip-ups and behind-the-scenes miscommunication marred otherwise perfectly built moments. These blunders didn't make it into the official highlight reels, but they were significant enough to raise concern among insiders and spark debate online. From match finishes gone wrong to near injuries involving top stars like Roman Reigns, SummerSlam Saturday wasn't as polished as it appeared on screen. The night's production, while still world-class in scale, may have suffered from being overbooked, rushed, or simply too ambitious. Here's a deep dive into the 5 most shocking and mostly unnoticed botches that took place on WWE's biggest summer stage, including a controversial finish that may have changed the outcome of a championship match and a terrifying moment where Roman Reigns came dangerously close to being seriously hurt. One of the most unsettling moments of the night involved Roman Reigns, who competed in a grueling high-stakes match with massive implications for the future of the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. Reigns was scheduled to perform a high-impact spot outside the ring where his opponent launched him into the steel steps. However, a timing miscue led to Reigns' neck whiplashing awkwardly against the edge of the steel. While it initially seemed like a routine bump, slow-motion replays revealed that Reigns landed inches away from suffering a potential cervical injury. Multiple WWE officials backstage were reportedly holding their breath as Reigns lay momentarily still. Fortunately, he quickly rolled over and continued the match, but sources close to production say medics were nearly dispatched. The moment has since sparked conversation among talent producers about scaling down high-risk moments during long main event matches. especially for veteran stars like Reigns who carry long-term storyline importance and are pivotal to WWE's branding. Another significant botch occurred during the WWE Women's Championship bout featuring Naomi defending her title in what was billed as her redemption arc after last year's SummerSlam defeat. The ending sequence was supposed to see Naomi counter her challenger's finisher into her signature move, leading to a clean pin. However, the timing was clearly off. Naomi attempted the counter early, causing both women to awkwardly stumble mid-move. As the crowd gasped, the challenger visibly whispered instructions to Naomi to reset. What followed was an improvised roll-up pin that caught both the referee and audience by surprise. The ref hesitated before counting to 3, unsure if it was the planned finish. The confusion led many to believe it wasn't the actual ending, and backstage reports confirmed the match was meant to continue for at least 2 more minutes. WWE has not officially addressed the botch, but Naomi appeared visibly upset post-match, mouthing something under her breath while holding the belt. Some insiders now speculate the botched finish could lead to a rematch on Raw or Payback, possibly framed as a controversial or disputed win. One of the night's strangest botches wasn't in the ring but at the commentary table, where Michael Cole and Corey Graves suffered a serious miscommunication that created a jarring moment of silence during the Intercontinental Championship match. As Gunther and Braun Breaker traded stiff blows in a hard-hitting contest, Cole suddenly went silent mid-sentence, apparently expecting Graves to chime in. Graves, on the other hand, was dealing with a technical issue in his headset and missed his cue. The dead air lasted almost 15 seconds, a lifetime in live sports broadcasting, and left viewers puzzled. The hiccup prompted speculation that WWE's commentary team might need backup measures in case of future headset failures. Some fans even thought the silence was intentional to emphasize the brutality in the ring. But sources confirmed it was not part of the show and was considered a botch by production. WWE later edited the moment out of the Peacock replay with a voiceover patch, but it remains a glaring example of how even the broadcast side of WWE can falter on the grand stage. A fourth botch that has since drawn major fan backlash involved the highly anticipated tag team grudge match between the Usos and DIY. The match itself was physical and emotionally charged, with storyline stakes going back months. However, the climax of the match, meant to showcase a dramatic false finish, completely fell apart when Jey Uso accidentally kicked out at 2.5 instead of lying still for the intended finish. Gargano was visibly frustrated as he argued with the referee, and WWE cameras quickly cut to Sami Zayn at ringside to cover the awkward exchange. The referee then called an audible, and a rushed superkick followed by a second pinfall attempt ended the match. Post-show reports indicated that Jey misunderstood the cue and believed it was a mid-match near fall rather than the final finish. While it didn't derail the entire match, many viewers who noticed the disconnect have voiced frustration online, calling the conclusion messy and unworthy of the build-up. It's unclear whether WWE plans to incorporate the botched ending into the storyline or pretend it never happened. Perhaps the most overlooked botch of the evening occurred in a backstage segment involving Triple H, who appeared in a live promo to announce a major tournament for the fall. The timing of his appearance was misaligned with a commercial break, causing the live audience to miss the first portion of his speech. When cameras cut back to the ring, viewers were confused by the sudden shift in tone and missed the context of the announcement. On the international broadcast, the segment aired in full, but U.S. viewers missed out due to a local ad block. Fans immediately took to social media, demanding a replay or at least a post-show upload. WWE later posted the full promo on YouTube, but the damage was done. Some have criticized the production crew for not coordinating better with ad partners, especially for such a crucial announcement. With Triple H's role as Chief Content Officer under heavy scrutiny following recent creative shifts, even a small production error like this fuels the ongoing debate about WWE's direction and whether Hunter's grip on creative is slipping. Altogether, while SummerSlam 2025 will be remembered for its unforgettable moments and thrilling matchups, These botches remind us that even WWE's most polished events are still live productions susceptible to human error, tech issues, and timing mishaps. The company has yet to formally comment on any of the incidents, and most have already been edited out of post-event highlight packages. Still, eagle-eyed fans and backstage insiders have made sure these mistakes aren't forgotten. Whether or not WWE addresses them in future storylines remains to be seen, but they serve as critical reminders that behind the pyrotechnics, the legends, and the spectacle lies a complex machine where even the smallest miscue can derail an iconic moment. For now, fans can only hope that future events, including Payback and the lead-up to Survivor Series, will tighten production and execution as the road to the next major chapter in WWE continues. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.